Hello everyone, my name is Zen, and welcome to our Long Dark Interloper series. If this is your first time visiting the channel, I'll give you a little recap so you know what's going on and can catch you up to speed. So, we have had a decently long Interloper run. We're roughly around day 20. We have gotten a little bit of warm gear, not a lot. We have some hides curing and some saplings. The only thing we're missing is a heavy hammer so we can forge. Once we have that, we should be able to get a knife and a hatchet and a bow. Our quest today is to continue looking for a heavy hammer. We are inside the town of Milton, and today we'll be exploring Milton to try to find that hammer and the surrounding area. It's been a while since we've been here, so it's going to be kind of exciting to actually revisit this old kind of like starting location that a lot of players start out with, and I haven't been here in a long time. It's been a while. It's been at least 2 months, actually, like in actual real world days. So let's just have a quick look over where we're at. Yeah, we're almost at day 20, day 19. We're in the gas station here inside of Milton. And I just want to say a big thank you to the community. We got a lot of comments on the last couple videos, and I'm actually starting to get to a point where I'm having a hard time responding to all of them before the next episode comes out. I just want to let you know I do read them all. I don't always get a chance to respond to them right away. I try my best to. Sometimes there's just a lot that comes in, and it takes a while for me to get around to them. But thank you for commenting, and thank you for the input. I always appreciate it. I always do read them, and do my best to get back to you guys when I have the time to do so. And sometimes things get tight, so it isn't always easy for me to do that right away. Okay, so today we are looking for the heavy hammer. We're slightly encumbered, and we're carrying quite a few torches. I know Chris mentioned that we actually carry probably way too many torches. I probably agree with you. Honestly, I like having extra because I just don't like to get caught out in the storm without torches. And additionally, I like being able to craft them into sticks after, because you can reuse them for the fire. But I still agree that you're going to end up getting maybe a little bit too many here in your inventory, weighing you down, so it can kind of become a problem. Okay, we have a spraying risk. That's okay. Not a big deal. We're not super encumbered right now. Let's get further into Milton, and we're just going to kind of explore the cars and the houses as we get in here. Today's going to be a lot of filtering through cabinets to see what we can find. Cabinets and cars. Okay, nothing in here. Now, there is a prison bus crash over here. And I'm guessing, if according to the lore... Oh, spray paint. Excuse me, spray paint can. Down here, I think that prison bus was likely going to Black Rock, I'm going to guess. I don't know if there's going to be anything useful over there. There might be, but there's definitely more stuff going to be this direction. And since we're looking for the hammer today, we want to try to keep that as our focus. Ideally, we don't fall off that wagon. I'd like to also check up there. I've seen that's where the revolver can spawn on lower difficulty settings. I don't know if you guys know that, but probably you do. Most of you guys watching know quite a bit about this game, a lot more than I do, because I'm always getting tips from the community, and thank you for that. What else? Okay, so Ari mentioned that, I'm just going off memory here, Ari mentioned that the wool sweaters we're wearing are the warmest layer, or the warmest items we can find in Interloper, and they are comparable with the hockey jersey. So the hockey jersey and the festive sweater are the same in terms of stats, if I remember correctly from that comment. So good to know, I didn't know that. And so we got 2 of the warmest pieces of clothing on that layer, which is really great news. I'm excited about that. So we'll keep those warm. And then if we find the hockey jersey, maybe we'll just swap it out for stylish options later on down the road here, if we can afford that luxury. So one of the really nice things about Milton is there's usually a ton of food. Not always, but usually. This house looks boarded up. Hello, rabbit. That's good luck, rabbit. Yeah, this house is usually available to get inside, I think, inside of Stalker. I have not been to Milton inside of Interloper difficulty before, so I don't know how many houses are going to be available for us to search through. We're going to find out. I'm gonna guess that if there is a heavy hammer, it's going to be inside near the farmstead. So we'll probably be trying to make our way over there today. See if we find it. We'll check out the church too. So far, everything is pretty closed here. Nothing in the cars. Could get a car battery. Oh, here's a house that's open. Let's see. We'll check the truck before. Oh, there's 2 houses to explore here. Check the truck first. See if there's anything in the glove box or visors. So far, nothing yet. Oh, and I also want to say a thank you to Anetta. I'm sure if I'm saying your name right. Anetta9345. You left a really nice comment. That was really kind of you to say. Thank you for that. I'm glad you're enjoying the show, the episodes. I've had a lot of fun making them. And yeah, you're absolutely right about notes. I should do a little bit more note taking. I'm not always super attentive to that, so I should actually write down that we left stuff inside of Carter Hydro Dam, because I'm just going to write down stuff inside Carter Hydro Dam Mystery Lake. I'm going to say crafting stuff. There, because I don't remember all that we left there. Thus also proving your point of we should take better notes. So yeah, thank you. And yeah, so it looks like a few folks are enjoying episodes that are a little bit longer. I think I'm going to aim to keep them around under 2 hours, because I find if I record too long, I actually get pretty exhausted later in the day, and there's always other stuff in the day you want to try to do. So yeah, I think around 2 hours from now is a pretty good manageable number of hours for me. I also want to sit down too long, because it can be unhealthy, you know, sitting in front of a computer for too long. It's good to get up and move your body. Okay, books. We're collecting a lot of stuff here, so we're going to need to get a little base set up in Milton, where we can just like dump a bunch of our gear that we collect. One of those temporary, I don't know what I call it, a base, more like a ragged sweatshirt. That's good for cloth. We don't really need to take that. We're going to leave that behind, because we can get cloth from curtains. Not so much a base, more like a stop pit. I don't know, a resting place. What would be the correct name for this? I'm not sure. Not like a gas station. It's kind of like a gas station, but not really. Pit stop. Pit stops. I guess that's what we'll call it. Okay, how much water do we have? We could use some water. We can grab. We'll take that water. That's from the top of the tank. That's not from there. That's from the top. Okay. I think this house is good. So we're going to start carrying quite a bit of weight on us. I think we're probably over encumbered by, yeah, already almost 5 pounds. This house we've checked out. Let's check out this little small little one. This house, like, it's kind of funny, the houses in Milton, you go inside. From the outside, it looks very small. From the inside, it's actually usually quite big. Okay, ooh, trail boots. That could be worth picking up, just in case, for some reason, our boots degrade in quality. Might be worth grabbing. Hard to say. We're not super far from a little house that I usually like to set up as a base, because it has a fire. It has like a 6 stove burner, which is nice for like cooking. But oops, I don't want to extinguish that. But I've actually often made that one house in Milton a base so many times that I would like to actually make the base inside of maybe the farmstead instead. That'd be kind of optimal, perhaps. So we may do that. But it's a little bit farther out of town, so questionable. We may just grab these boots here. They probably weigh quite a bit. But yeah, I think Chris is right. We should probably pay more attention to like how many torches we're carrying on hand, because sometimes we carry too much and it does weigh down. A single torch weighs twice the weight of a stick, and if you're not paying attention, that weight can add up very quickly. It doesn't appear to be anything up here. So we can just grab these boots, we'll take them with us. We're probably just going to leave them someplace behind, because it's not imperative that we bring them with us on our journey. But since we're in the area, we'll just collect it. It's on the way to where we need to go. This house is in terrible condition, my god. What happened here? It's like a tornado went through this town. Okay, we'll check out that house over there. Let's check the trunk first here. So I'm doubtful we're gonna find a heavy hammer inside any of these cars or inside the houses. We're most likely gonna find it where it's near like a crafting bench. And Chris did mention that there was also heavy hammers that can appear. There's like 6 possible locations in Mystery Lake, and it is a guaranteed spawn that there will be a hammer somewhere in Mystery Lake, which I did not know. That's good to know. Oh, look, another cooking skillet. We'll take it with us. We'll leave it at a pit stop. So considering there's that many, oh, I see a summit soda. That many we could further explore Mystery Lake, but he also said there's one inside of Milton that is also guaranteed. So we would just have to poke around in Milton long enough to find a heavy hammer, which we should be able to. My only concern is that we're probably going to get too much weight because we're going to collect a lot of stuff in the Milton area here. So we're going to have to either leave it a lot behind at a base so we can do the rope climb again, or just try to take it with us and leave it behind in a cave on the way. But I feel like that's less ideal because we might come through Milton once again later on down the road in this run. You never know. Probably when we decide to go out to Hush River Valley. This is the next time we'll probably come out here. Whenever that will be. If this run goes on that long, maybe we get lucky and this is a very successful run. Hard to say. You know, things can always go south and sideways when you least expect it because you get too comfortable with the game. Okay, we've checked those houses. I believe we've checked this car. Let's quickly check. I'm pretty sure we checked this car. We did. Okay. There is another house over here. We've checked that car. Let's check this house. Lots of houses to rifle through. Okay, clear the junk. Getting tons of books. So, tons of firewood. This is actually, the books are wearing us down quite a bit. I don't want to carry a whole bunch of them. I'd like, ooh, this is cloth. We definitely need to find a spot to put away our stuff very soon, because we're getting pretty encumbered here. Okay. Let's be as quick as we can be looking through these cabinets. Still takes a little while. I've noticed that there's been a couple of other video games coming out lately that are similar to The Long Dark. And I mean, I'm not advocating playing them or anything. I'm just noticing that they're coming out. There's also, so there's The Long Dark 2. Ooh, tomato soup, which I'm very excited for. I'm looking forward to playing that. There's now, like, I think at least 3 or 4 games that I have noticed that have a similar vibe to The Long Dark. And, like, some of them look like they're almost directly, like, spinning off The Long Dark. We have a scent now. And it's, like, almost, like, too close. It's like, okay, are you trying to rip off the game? I don't know. But then there's others where I'm like, okay, this looks like it's definitely inspired by it, but it's still got its own thing going for it. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I am curious to try some of them. I just gotta say, I found like almost 5 of them now. And I have a few downloaded, not purchased, like demos, but I would like to try them out. So it'd be interesting to see like what new things they add to the format of this, you know, winter survival type of genre that is now seeming to get a little bit more popular. Like, The Long Dark's been out for years, and the community behind it has been around for years. And I, like, you know, I'm still pretty new to this community, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But it does seem like this format, or this genre of game, for some reason is starting to increase in popularity, especially with, like, you know, new games in this format possibly coming out here in the near future, including the sequel to The Long Dark. So it'll be interesting to see, because there seems to be this hole, or this gap, that needs to be filled. And one of these games is likely going to come out the winner, because there's usually one game that ends up being more popular than all the others. Now, I'm hoping, my bets are on Long Dark 2, but I would also, like, take note that this is now a more, like, difficult time for the developers, right? Because they want to launch a successful game. What's that noise? I hear a wolf, and I don't know where he's coming from. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Hello. Get out of here. We were in the middle of a conversation. You interrupting wolf. Yeah, he's leaving. So I would say there's a little bit more pressure on the developers to make a successful release, because they're going to have competition now. And I mean, you know, from what I've seen from this game, the polish is incredible. And if Hinterland does the same good job, the same actually phenomenal job they've done with the first Long Dark into the sequel, I think that game will definitely stay at the top of the leaderboard in terms of this format of winter survival. I would be very confident that Long Dark 2 will be succeeding in that regard. But I also am still interested to see what other developers add to the format. So it'll be interesting. It seems like a lot of these games are going to be released within the next year. So there's one called Polyaris. I think that's the name. There's a demo for it available right now, if I remember correctly. Where's that dog? I don't know. I want to get inside first. He just barked. There's another one that's like, I believe it's a like dog sledding game where there's like, you have a dog sled and there's a journey. I got the demo for that too, or maybe it was a free full game. I can't remember. I don't remember the name of it. That looked interesting, but that also looked like it was directly copying the art style of the Long Dark. But hey, this is, by the way, this is all speculation, right? I haven't actually played these games yet. But just from what I've observed from the trailers and the still images, I have yet to try them. There was a streamer who is actually around like a little bit bigger than me on YouTube. His name's DH Dunn. I like his channel. I was introduced to him by Airy, and I've been like occasionally checking in on his content. And yeah, he does he's also kind of got like a variety channel as well. Cool channel. You guys might like him. We're checking out. And he was streaming one of these new games, and it's like a winter survival, but there's like a machine. It's like this giant, it's like a post-apocalyptic, similar to Long Dark, but there's this giant machine that you also have to maintain or move along with. $20 game. I'd like to check that one out too. So yeah, there's the industry is moving. There's more coming out, which means a great thing for players, because when there's competition, it usually means that there's going to be one game that definitely stands out among those. And it's a good thing. I mean, it usually means innovation too, so we might see some really new mechanics that we really like and enjoy. But even still, the Long Dark today, as it is, without an update, without even future updates, is still a phenomenal game. And I'm really grateful I got the chance to actually really play this game, because I never did before I had this YouTube channel. And now, being like exposed to the community, which has been super positive, very helpful, and it's a really refreshing. It's really refreshing when there's a lot of gaming communities out there that can be quite toxic and negative. For the most part, the Long Dark community has been really kind, welcoming, helpful, informative. They know a lot. Like I'm just like, I've been really blown away, and it's been cool. Also, just seeing the nostalgia factor as well. Like how many folks from posting clips online, they're like, "Hey, I remember playing this game, like, you know, however long ago," and it brings back the memories. So, yeah, it's cool connecting with folks like that too. It's neat how much one piece of media can have such a large cultural impact on people and bring people together. It's so cool. I love to see that. Okay, we heard running out of torches here. let's quickly take a look in this car and let's head into that house here to hopefully set up a fire before this goes out and drop off some of our gear. It looks like we'll be making this base camp regardless anyway. Well, not base camp so much as a place to put some of our stuff while we continue exploring. Holy crap! Well, Jesus. No. Cracker. You literally scared the crap out of me. Oh my god. Pardon my French. That literally just gave me a heart attack. Yeah, we're getting inside. He literally almost... Oh my god. Okay. Excuse my language. That literally freaked the hell out of me. Okay, let's get inside. Get inside, get inside, get inside, get inside. Stop looting, get inside. Bandage. Great, we'll take it. Stupid. Okay, where? Right there. Okay, I think we can get to the house, maybe, without him attacking us again. Oh, it's because we got that fish scent on us. Right. I forgot. I don't know where his pathing is. Get inside! Okay. Ah! Okay, we're in. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Oh, very aggressive wolf. Okay, take charcoal, start fire. Tinder. Oh, is Tinder optional now? Did we get level 3? 100% chance of success. I think we did. I don't think we need Tinder anymore. Oh, that wolf was freaking terrifying. Jeez. Sorry if I startled anybody. Wolf startled me. Okay, cedar firewood. I had that. And we got sticks. 2 hours on the fire. We'll add a couple books. Okay, let's put some books in here. Firewood, books. We're carrying a lot. Do we have fire starting level 3? I just need to check the skills. We do. Let's throw this tinder away. Put it in here, because this is usually where I put clothes. We're gonna put the boots in here. And we're gonna put the tinder in here. We no longer need tinder. Massive success. Very glad that wolf did not attack us there. That would have been so bad. Oh, I'm relieved. Okay. Okay, we'll put some books in here. We got 2 field dressing or kill books. That's crazy. That's great. It is nighttime. Let's, oh, a cooking pot? Man. Okay, so this is not the ideal place for a fire. We got a 83%. What's this one at? 89. So we'll use this one here. It's not ideal because the other fire you can have more burners on, so we'll start the fire there next time. I just wasn't thinking because I literally had fight or flight mode still on in my brain from that dang wolf. Okay, cooking skillets. We'll leave this here probably. Banged up pinnacle peaches. Sure, let's cook those because they're pretty low condition. Okay, you would think you would cook the fish without the head on it, but I guess that's what's happening. Ugh. Man, that wolf almost got us. Cheapers. Break this cloth down, sure. Eat the peaches. Going to the country. Alright, cook. 42% condition. Everything else is in pretty good condition, except... Oh, this tomato soup is in suspicious condition. Let's eat that tomato soup. We'll cook that. If we cook that, we should be fine. In theory. We're gonna eat this fish. This is almost done. We're gonna cook some water on the fire here. Make sure we have enough firewood for the water to turn into potable water for later. This tomato soup should hopefully be okay once it's cooked. Hey, we're warming up. Nice. Cook a little extra water. Let's tidy up the place a little bit, shall we? Clear the junk. And we'll set this chair here. That's kind of in the way. Guess we could put it here. Let's see what's... there's a table here. Can't really see. Lamp is broken. There's a lot of junk here. Radio. Put that up here. There's a book. Hard to see. We should take a little torch with us so we can explore. Lots of books. Okay, we have quite a bit of stuff in our inventory to unload still. So we'll we'll rifle through this this house, and then we'll another cooking skillet. Jeepers, and some molten mill flour. Milton is still amazing for loot, even in Interloper. I wonder if it is in Misery. I would guess it is still pretty good. Another cooking pot. Holy cow, we have like 4 cooking pots at least, and so many skillets. And another book here too. And a potato. Okay, we got tons of food. We're gonna throw this cooking pot on the fire here. Or the stove. Take the charcoal. Okay. Whenever I get scared like that, I don't think it's good for me. This game can spook you sometimes when you're least expecting it. That wolf almost got us, jeez. I should, you know what? It was my fault. I did hear a growl earlier and I wasn't paying attention. I just totally forgot because we're just chattering on about, you know, Long Dark and its associative video games inspired by. Oops. And then suddenly one thing led to another and the wolf almost got us. It's strange. Why did these cabinets open faster than... Oh, it's because we can search through them. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, a toque. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on here. Like that. 24 minutes, 1 minute. Okay, we got an hour on there. I'm going to start putting some clothes in here that we don't need. So, we don't need this toque. Carrying extra if we're not... So much food. This potato should be cooked because it's in very poor condition, so we'll get that on the fire right away. We may as well transfer the fire to the kitchen instead, since we'll be able to cook more stuff on the stove, which is much more useful. This torch might go out right away too. We'll just have a sewing kit and some jeans. Anything else under the bed? Doesn't look like it. We might not have enough torch to continue here. I might have to go back downstairs and get one. There's water. It's getting kind of dark. I could use the lantern though. That'd work. Wood matches. Huge. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna use the lantern here. So we don't have to go back downstairs and waste time. Whenever I get spooked like that, it takes me a long time to calm down. Lily's pancakes. Classic pancakes with peaches. Perfect for day climbing. Okay, did we get a new recipe maybe? Looks like we might have unlocked a new recipe. Quite a bit of firewood in here. Not like an overwhelming amount, but, you know, some. Enough to keep us going. Nice trunk. This trunk would be useful downstairs. We should probably bring it downstairs. Be great for, putting some stuff in there. Sounds like our water is done. So let's take this trunk with us downstairs. So we have another storage container. And we will transfer the fire into the kitchen. I'll put the trunk right here. Turn this lantern off. Okay. Non-potable water. Nope. Good. Get off the that mode. Pick the skillet up. Take a torch. This is, we're gonna need to add a few more sticks. We'll just add some books. How long till this is done? 48 minutes. We'll add one more book. Okay. So we'll let that one burn out, and we'll start one right here. No longer need tinder, which is great. So if you have a book, it's a 100% chance of starting a fire. That's amazing. That's such a huge boon. Having one book in your inventory is pretty useful. Oh, I'm so relieved. Okay. Let's place a extra cooking skillet because we have 2. We'll place the lower condition one. We're going to get a fire going, or we got a fire going. We need to add some sticks first. Tons of ruined torches. We're gonna cook a potato because this is in pretty low condition. Oh, did it already expire? Oh, we can make peach pie. Cool. We should do that. Get a headache, though. Potato? Did we lose the potato? It was like 8% condition. Yeah. What the heck? Cook. I guess we can't cook the potato. Oh, 57% condition. This must be the 8% condition potato. Because if I look now, yeah, it's gone. Okay, we're fine. So if we cook that, we won't waste any food, which is great. Let's open the fridge. And we're going to put in everything as high condition in the fridge. Anything over 50. 86, 61. We should start using the flour. Potatoes pretty good condition. Dusty pork and beans. Tons of great food in here. We're doing okay. This stuff in our inventory we will eat first because it is lower condition, so we don't waste it. Throw the cooking oil in there. Good. Still encumbered. We're not tired yet. We could sleep. Might not be a bad idea to sleep now, but... Let's add some water. We could also place a can. I feel like we should place the can here, though. Easier access. Add some water. Okay, let's take a look at this fire. This is done in 20 minutes. And we could probably do a little crafting. Oh, we haven't collected any more rose hips, so we're okay. Oh, salt. Don't need to carry that. And a cup of herbal tea. And we'll add some water in here too, because we don't need to carry all of it. Transfer 2 liters. Wow. Okay, 25 minutes until the potato is ready. Stove, 2 hours on the fire. So what should we work on first? The oats are in pretty low condition, so we should probably start using these soon. Start cooking more porridge. Oh. It's nice to be inside and alive. Not dead. Tons of rune torches. Let's get some sticks. Day 20 of Interloper. By some miracle, still alive. Often thanks to the community. Actually, there's been so many times where you guys have saved the run. You deserve credit for that, because you'll give me a tip and I'll be like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Turn around and it like literally was a game changer. So has been like a lot of success from a lot of these runs have come from you guys just giving an extra tip that we needed at the right time, which has been pretty cool. Okay. Still encumbered, but we're getting tired, so our weight's getting lowered here. Oh, let's have a look. We should leave matches behind here and some wood. Wouldn't mind putting the trunk in this room, actually. Okay, cooked potato. Let's eat that now. Great. We'll cook some water on that skillet. Snow. Non-potable water. We'll drink this water. So we're going to let this fire go out. Do we still have a cooking pot and skillet in our inventory? Yes, we do. So we did leave a skillet behind in Pleasant Valley. Someone also pointed that out. Thank you for who did that. I can't remember who. Oh, it was Hockey Billy 16. He located the skillet. It's in between the transition mine to Coastal and Pleasant Valley, just before we entered the transition mine. So there's an extra skillet there. Thank you. That was the one we left behind. Somehow we managed to find 2 more skillets in the meantime. We got lucky. Yeah. Sheesh. Oof. Okay. Snow, snow, snow. Okay, we're just cooking water here. Alright. It's going to take about an hour. We could read a little bit. Take some opportunity to read. What do we need first? Cooking or hides? Let's take a quick look. Cooking is almost 3, and hide... Carcass harvesting is almost 3. I would say let's just do cooking because it's a smaller book and we can burn it soon. So we'll do 1 hour. Cooking. We might have burned some of our water here by accident. Potable water, potable water. Okay, we did. That's okay. Cook. We're going to actually do 1 more hour on the fire. Water. Just add a little more fuel because we got quite a few sticks. 1 hour, sure. And we'll read 1 more hour on this book. Then we'll go to bed. Okay. Potable water. The fire's gonna go out. Add fuel stick. Stick. I just need 1 to get a torch to go upstairs. Okay. We should bring a bed down here, actually. It's not like, it doesn't look super nice, but it's a bit more functional. Then we don't have to go upstairs, but... Oh, we have a bedroll. We could just sleep down there. We'll sleep in the bed. We haven't slept in a bed in a long time. Okay. Make sure we have enough food and we're hydrated. We'll drink this Summit soda. Gives us some calories and some hydration. Probably not good to drink soda before bed. You know, in general. Drinking soda is very bad for your health. But in a survival situation, it's a different story. 10 hours. Okay, let's sleep. Do we need 10 hours? I think 8 would be completely fine. I think we're in tip-top shape. Look at that. Tons of recovery. It is morning time. We could start cooking. We don't need to. We could. 450 calories. I don't really want to take a can of peaches with us. It's useful for warming up, I guess, but it is a lot of weight. We're carrying quite a bit of weight right now. We should drop some stuff off. Most of it being water. So we're gonna drop off 3.5 liters right here. Take a look at our weight. We plan to actually collect quite a bit of stuff. So let's drop off what we're not going to be using right away into this this trunk. So we'll drop 2 birch bark teas here. We have jeans, and we don't need to be carrying these around. This is where we're going to be putting our clothing and things we're no longer possibly using. Jeans would go here. So cloth, socks, gonna put those in there. Do we want to take around the flour? Probably not while we're exploring Milton. Probably leave that in the fridge. Tons of charcoal. We're going to take 7, pop it in the trunk. What do we got here? Torches. We do want to pick a few up before we get going. We'll drop a couple sewing kits off in here. 1 flare. Some lantern fuel. Bedroll. We don't need the skillet on us. Probably leave it behind on the stove. Okay. Firewood. Plenty of matches. We're going to leave behind a couple high quality matches. Leave 2. Put in here. A couple sticks. 2 pieces of charcoal. Actually, maybe 3. Always good to have a little bit of fire. The potential to burn firewood in your base of operations. Okay. Storm lantern. Now, this place isn't like necessarily safe from wildlife. I have gotten trampled by a moose. If you have seen that episode, you've been here for a while. I've gotten trampled by a moose on the porch of this house. And that was A, eye-opening, and B, terrifying. Don't want that to happen again. No, sir. Leave the scrap metal behind here. Quite a bit of cloth. Don't need to bring all of it with us. We'll take 6. Pop it in there. We'll take 3 with us. Okay, let's take our torch. We're gonna want to start a little fire just to get a few torches to travel through Milton. So there's usually wolves outside, and we need to defend ourselves against them. Potable water complete. Let's grab that. That's great. We'll throw this cooking pot on the stove here. Place 89%, 83% cooking pot. Fantastic. Look at that. Great. Non-potable water. Let's put our other water inside here. How much water have we got in here? We got 7.5 liters. Fantastic. Okay, do we want to take Pinnacle Peaches on the road with us? It weighs quite a bit. I think we're going to leave behind the flour and the cooking oil because it weighs like 2 pounds. It's just heavy. While we're exploring, we're not going to be cooking, even though it's lower condition. The running river oats are always good to keep on hand. A cup of herbal tea we could just drink right now or warm up later. Pinnacle Peaches. Yeah, we'll take it with us. It's okay. How much weight are we carrying? 26 pounds. We got rid of quite a bit. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. These books, useful. Don't want to carry both of them on us right now. So we're just going to keep the cooking book on us for passing time. Field dressing your kill, we'll leave in here. Okay. That gets rid of another pound. Let's start a little fire. And cook a little bit of torches. Get a few torches. That's what I meant to say. Okay, we don't use an accelerant. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have made a torch first. Hopefully this works first time. Otherwise we just wasted a match. Okay. There we go. Stove. Add fuel. Add some sticks. It's not many. We'll add a piece of coal just so we can get enough torches for the road. I'd like ideally 10. And yes, we probably will end up carrying more torches than we need, as we usually do. Though I feel, for some reason, I just feel more safe having extra torches on me. It sucks to be in a situation where you're like, oh god, I need more torches, and you can't start a fire. Usually you can start a fire, though. Usually, you just gotta find some wind protection. Sometimes in this game, though, it can be a bit of a distance between you and the wind protection. Okay, we're gonna go outside. We're going to chart map. Hopefully there's no problems here. Crouch. Always get to crouch when you're surveying. There's a cougar nearby? Oh, geez. Well, I'm glad we looked at the map. Oh, let's get back inside for a second. We lost a lot of warmth there. Okay, I think that blew out our torch, actually. Okay, that changes things. I do not, in any way, shape, or circumstance, want to come across a damn cougar, and it is right in the territory of where that farmstead is that I want to explore. Yikes. Okay, well, that changes things a lot. We're not going to go that way. We're going to stay pretty close to here. We don't want to... Oh, man, I was hoping to go over here, because there is a... I thought there would be a hammer possibly over here where there's a crafting bench and the farmstead. But that would be a bad idea. We could head to the plane crash. Could also head to the church, but the church also gets pretty close to the cougar. I almost wonder if we should just leave Milton and head back to Mystery Lake. Could go north. Just be very careful about entering cougar territory. Not sure. Gas station's down here. Transfer to Forlorn Muskeg is down there. There is a chance of finding a hammer at the forge of the Forlorn Muskeg, I think. I have seen one there, if I can recall, but it's not guaranteed. We can end up making our way out there and not having a hammer, which would kind of suck. And we'd have to continue maybe to Broken Railroad. I wish I knew the hammer location spawn. Someone did say there is one inside of Coastal, but that is quite far away. Taking a look at the comments here to see if anyone mentioned any other hammer locations. That was the only one, other than Chris mentioning there were being some in Mystery Lake. So we could explore Mystery Lake a little further. Which we actually haven't really done much. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. It just does mean backtracking, but that's okay. All right, well, since it's cold outside and windy, we might as well use this opportunity to either craft or read and improve our skills. We got plenty of food, but we don't want to have to spend, we don't want to get cabin fever, which would be not great. So we don't want to spend too much time inside. 3 hours on this book to get a cooking skill, not bad. Let's just do an hour. Let's not be greedy. We'll do an hour, see if the weather conditions improve, and we'll still poke around Milton, just very, very carefully. Okay, weather conditions have improved. Start a torch. We're going to take a look at where exactly we can go. We don't want to go that way. Just going to make sure that we only pop into buildings that are available for us to look through. Obviously. We can't go into buildings that are not available for us to look through. And hello, dog. Yeah, let's get in here. Quickly check the truck. I wonder if cougars will go after wolves in this game. Wolves. I haven't seen it yet, but they would probably overpower a wolf pretty easily. The cougar, after all. Cougar versus wolf? My bet's on the cougar. Cougars are no joke. Okay. So far, nothing. Where's the next car? Isn't it right beside this truck? Yeah, it is. Couldn't see it. Okay, glad we didn't get greedy and use too much daylight there with the book. Books are useful in this game, but I think I place too much weight on them sometimes. And you can almost waste time reading. And I don't like to say that because in real life, reading is a really great activity. But in this game, survival is important. And yeah, you can overestimate how much time you have, and then you realize, oh, I just put myself in a bad situation because I wasted too much time reading when I should have been gathering supplies. Or, you know, getting food or hides, something else important. Okay. So far, nothing in here. How's our condition? We're good. Blue light in there. Metal chair, scrap metal in here. Still need a hammer. Check in here. Something in the lockers, perhaps? Doesn't look like it. Okay, check the back. Ooh, a Summit soda. So it's really nice that we found a lot of food. It might be worth checking out the plane crash. I don't think there'd be a hammer out there, but you never know. I guess it could be. I just would, like, of the locations I would start looking for a hammer, that wouldn't be on the top of my list. It'd probably be, like, farther down. I would think maybe in here we'd find one or something. Maybe in the lockers or something. Can opener. I'm gonna leave it. I mean, this place doesn't seem like you'd find it. Ooh, a cup of coffee. Oh, I'll take that. That's nice. We did get a tin of coffee, too. The church, I wouldn't mind exploring, but it sounds like it's pretty close to the cougar territory, so I don't know if I want to go over there. Could check the ooh, lockbox? Okay, no. I thought we had the memento key for a second. That cougar kind of puts a dent in our plans. I still haven't encountered a cougar in this game. Don't want to. I know at some point it would be useful, that's 21, to be able to get the cougar. Oh, you don't go past 0. I made a mistake. Okay, I didn't know that. Ah, oh my god. Okay, let's just focus on the safe for a second. 21. Okay, 9. No, 10. We're almost there. Getting there. There we go. Open. Anything good? Worn down vest. Decent work boots. Are these better than what we're wearing? This is 0.8. 1.4 it is. They weigh more, but yeah, better. Warmer. Less on windproof and waterproofness, but still warmer, so let's wear those. And grab the down vest just for the cloth. It's just like 2 cloth and easy to tear down. We'll put it away at our base, or our base camp. Okay. If we had a bow, the cougar... Not that I would want to get near it, but we could hunt the cougar. We could try to figure out how to do that. But I don't know. That's like still 6 arrow shots, I think, on a cougar, and that thing's probably pretty quick. And I still haven't landed an arrow on a single moving target yet, so I don't know how to use the bow. And we don't have a bow, so... Okay. Our torch went out. Let's take a look at the map again. Okay, town of Milton. This is maybe not close to the family. Like, maybe the farm is farther down south, I don't know. But we're getting into risky territory if we go over there. We could try it. We could try to get a little closer. We'll probably hear the cougar before we get into his territory. I don't want to push my luck. Wolf's around here somewhere. Don't want... There he is. Don't want to encounter him. We'll check these buildings out and map out the territory here. This shouldn't be too close to the cougar. It shouldn't be, but we'll probably end up finding out. Okay, we need to eat some food. Ketchup chips. We'll eat the granola bar. And we'll eat the ketchup chips as well, because it's lower condition. Should eat the pinnacle peaches, actually. Let's eat those now. They're not warm, but they weigh quite a bit. Okay. And the chips. We'll hydrate. Hydration is important. Okay. Check the trunk. Maybe something good. Once we got that hammer, we can just get the heck out of here. We don't really need to be here any longer. Oh, there's a possible hammer that could spawn there, because I've seen a pry bar there before. He's getting kind of close to the cougar though. But I don't know. Okay, wind's picking up. Not great. Don't love that. Check the vehicle here. Visors. And nothing. Okay, get out of the vehicle. This house. I'm spooked right now. Let's check this house. Okay, ooh, carrot and a flower. Nice. There's so much food here. And you know, the sad thing is that it's not easy to get to Mystery Lake. Like, with all that food. Like, it's just too much food. But we could... The one benefit is that we could stay here and do some reading. But then it also puts us in a disadvantage because we still don't have the knife or the hatchet we need to be able to get a bow. Or, wait, can we get a bow yet? We have a cured maple sapling. We need cured maple sapling. Yeah, we need arrowheads. So we still need arrowheads. Yeah, it would just kind of put us in a poor situation if we wait too long in Milton, because the cold will settle in each day, closer to day 50. And we don't have... All of our hides are back at Carter Hydro Dam. Okay. Let's see if there's anything particularly amazing in there. Underneath there. Wasting time in this game can get you killed. That's what I basically mean to say. Don't want to waste time. Want to use it effectively as best we can. Okay. Get more water. Don't need it right now. We're okay. Cloth. Did we check the kitchen? I don't think we did. Oh, we did. Oh, we did not check up here, though. Alright. Toaster, scrap metal. Leave this behind. Checked in here. Oven. Okay. Is that a cougar noise? Okay, I'm gonna crouch. And we're gonna hopefully map low visibility conditions. Dang it. Okay. This house is closed. We're gonna be quick here. We're not gonna go too far. There is potential for there to be a pry bar here. I've seen it before. I've not, but that was on stalker mode. I've never been to Milton and Interloper. But this is broken down. There just might be a hammer here, maybe, but we're not, I don't want to get too close because it's getting close to the cougar territory. Old school house. shoes. Maybe right back here. It's a pry bar. Okay. Pry bar does spawn here. And some wood. No hammer, though. Check right here. I don't see anything. Okay, we're gonna go back to the house. And probably spend the evening there. Most likely. We could alternatively go up to the plane crash, which is unlikely. Is that a dog? Did I hear a bark? Oh, God. Okay. Jeez. Grab this. Oh, yeah. Where? Oh, he's right there. Okay, he was chasing the deer. Okay. Let's go inside the, Okay, let's get rid of him first. If he grabbed the deer, that would have been kind of nice, but I think we just saved that deer. No, don't go to the house, you silly wolf. Okay, let's get inside. I think he went on the porch, actually. Okay, we're back in here. So, Milton so far has not been as fruitful as we had hoped. Did get a pry bar, but we probably won't be bringing that with us. We'll probably just drop it off, so there goes the pry bar. Okay, let's get a fire started. And we'll break down some of the wood in the house to keep the fire going. Torch. Start fire. Why are we doing the fire? We're gonna do a little cooking. We're gonna get well fed. Which could mean that we could take enough food down to Forlorn Muskeg and try for a hammer there, or go back to Mystery Lake. Excuse me, both are viable options. 4 hours on the fire. Okay, let's cook. What are we gonna cook here? Let's cook in this thing. Cook porridge. Cook porridge. Alright, cook some water. You might as well... Do we need it? We don't need this herbal tea. I mean, we could just eat it now, but... We'll cook it. Because it's just... I don't know, it's extra weight. We'll just cook it. Hydration, warmth. Don't really need the warmth, but whatever. Cook the water. Okay, eat the porridge. I think we should just rifle through the porridge and the flour. We got full conditioned flour. Like, we have so much food here right now that we could just stay here and just completely explore Milton, everything outside of the cougar territory, and go up to the plane crash. It's probably worth it, to be honest. But then the problem is, if we don't find a hammer, we're essentially wasting time, because by the time, the closer we get to day 50, the colder things get, and I feel like we should stay on the road. I feel this is the thing about Milton. It's so insidious. It's such an insidious place because it makes you feel comfortable. It gives you the food. It gives you the supplies. You can stay here for a long time. But then before you know it, it's too cold to leave and you've run out of food. You're now starving and freezing to death, and there's nowhere for you to go because you don't have anywhere to go. Milton is dangerous because it lulls you into a sense of false security. So we need to leave Milton. And there's still that cougar outside, which I don't want to be near. I think we decide to explore Mystery Lake and Forlorn Muskeg. And if we still don't get a hammer, we head out to the Broken Railroad. And we stay on the road. And we take the lightest food with us, and we leave the heavy food behind, and or eat it as much as we can before we go. I think that is the plan. Okay, let's get some water. We're gonna cook some porridge. Wait, how much do the oats weigh? The oats don't weigh that much. But they are pretty low condition. And so is the flour. Well, the one flour is. Let's just cook all the porridge. We're just gonna fill our bellies full of porridge. That's what we're gonna do. Elegant porridge. Cooked. Porridge is typically good for the road. This is probably a bad idea. I shouldn't have wasted so much. Sometimes it's hard to make decisions in this game. You're like, I think this is a good decision, but sometimes it's like, it wasn't the most optimal one. Just going off whatever is the best of your ability. This carrot doesn't weigh a lot. Coffee's nice. Potable water. Potable water. Okay, we could cook. Let's take a look at this. We have low condition cooking oil and low condition mill flour. We could make some bannock. Sure. Bannock's good for the road. We'll probably take some flour with us. 29 minutes. Except it takes a while to cook. Kind of a bummer. Porridge is actually really good food for the road. Better than bannock. Okay, we got 3 in here. We'll keep that for the road. Shouldn't degrade in quality too much by the time we cook it. Should be fine. Let's do bannock. Do we have another cooking pot in our inventory? Yes, we do. We'll keep those in there. So this is for the stove. Oops. Place that back down. 89%, 82% cook. Do we want to cook anything else? Do we want to cook anything else? Dog food. Yum. Pinnacle peaches. I think we can make peach pie. We don't really need to, though. The potato's good to take with us. And the sardines. You know, the plane crash could be worth going out to. But I'm gonna bet there's nothing particularly amazing out there. I'm gonna guess there's no hammer. There could be. That's the thing, there could be, but it's also, how long would it take us to get out there? It'd probably be like a day's worth of travel to get out there, check out the plane, grab whatever's out there. But I've never seen a hammer there before. I don't ever recall seeing a hammer at the plane crash, so I think it'd be a waste of time, to be honest. There is another cave system that goes further up into Milton that wraps around and also brings you near the plane crash. I don't remember seeing a hammer over there. This is in stalker mode from what I can remember. I honestly think we should just head to the Forlorn Muskeg and or Mystery Lake. Chances of there being a hammer in Forlorn Muskeg are low. Mystery Lake would probably be higher, though I don't know where those hammer locations are. Could be one at the forge, potentially, if we got lucky. Not guaranteed. The only hammer we had was the one that we left behind in Timberwolf Mountain, which, I mean, we could go back there if we had to, but we are here, and Timberwolf Mountain is there, and that is a long way away. That would mean going through Mystery Lake to Pleasant Valley to Timberwolf Mountain, which would be, that'd take a while. And, man, if we had just brought it with us. God. Yeah. Okay. But we didn't. So we gotta live with the consequences of our actions. Mountain Town. Should we explore more? We could take a gamble and try to get close to the farmer's homestead, and maybe we find a hammer there and try to sneak in there past a cougar. But that could mean the end of our run too. It could be a really bad idea. Just be a really, really bad idea. Decisions. I find this exhausting sometimes. You're like, ugh. It's mentally taxing. Okay. Well, what are we gonna do? Just focus on the small stuff first. Harvest some sticks. Read a book before bed. Prepare to leave in the morning. And we decide if we want to go to Mystery Lake or Forlorn Muskeg. I think that is the most optimal decision for trying to find a hammer, since we have not found one yet. Jeepers. Okay. We're gonna cook some water. 2 hours on the fire? Yeah, we got 2 hours on the fire. It's just extra water, might as well. Why not? Utilize the fire while it's here. Add a stick. Make sure it keeps going. And we'll do 2 hours of reading on our book, which should complete our cooking book. And by that time, the water's complete. Potable water, look at that. Fire's out. Don't need more fire. We'll add the water here. How much water we got in here? Like 12 liters. Tons of water. Okay, finish the book. It can be burned. We should pick up another book so we have something to read. Cloth, sewing kits. We want to take some of the stuff out of here with us. Jeez. Eat the bannock. Well fed. Could do a little reading before it gets dark. Start. Might as well use the time wisely. Start working on that book. It's now dark. I could sleep. Let's go sleep. We don't want to get cabin fever. Okay, if we for some reason get cabin fever, we could go up to the plane crash because there's a cave out there. I know that's pretty safe that we can sleep in. Don't need to, but it's an option. Staying inside of Milton is dangerous. Because the world's just going to get colder. We could use another 2 hours of... Oh, no, we can't rest more. Okay, so we can either... cook? Might as well cook. I can't see anything right now. What the heck are we? Okay, hold, there we go. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna cook more bannock. We'll use that. Do we have enough firewood? Not really, no. We'll be able to break some firewood down. Can't see anything though, unfortunately, so we'd have to start a fire to break firewood down. What else can we do? We want to prepare reishi mushrooms. Half an hour. Oh, I feel stuck. I actually don't know what decision to make here. The more I think about it, the more I feel stuck. I think it's better to just pick a direction and move, even if it's the wrong one, because at this point, I'm like, I just don't know. I think what I'm going to do, to make it simple, we're going to head to the Forlorn Muskeg. Why Forlorn Muskeg? There's potential for a hammer. If we can't find out there, we head back to Mystery Lake or Broken Railroad, depending on how we're feeling. There is a forge in Broken Railroad, and we haven't been out that way for a while. It's usually got bad weather out there, but it is close to the far territories, which we haven't been to before. So descending from Mountain Town to Forlorn Muskeg isn't the worst idea. I'm not saying it's perfect. There's probably a better decision here, but I feel like overloaded by options. I just think it's better to just pick one. So we're going to go to Forlorn Muskeg. We're going to take what we need, and we're going to leave. Are we going to leave this morning? Probably. Yeah, we're going to leave. We're not going to stay. Let's put away the stuff we don't need. We'll leave it here. We've collected most of what we found in Milton for today. Maybe we get lucky and get a hammer. We get out there and we find a hammer. Maybe we get lucky. We're living on a dream. Okay. We want to take the bare minimum essentials. We don't want to over encumber ourselves, but we want to make sure we take useful food items because we got so much great food here. It'd be a shame to waste it. Decent trail boots. We're gonna leave these behind. Actually, we should repair. Are we carrying cured leather? We're not, but I think... Hold on. Actions, repair, cured leather and cloth. We can get that from the poor condition trail boots. Actions, harvest. 1 hour, 30 minutes. It'll be daylight. We can repair our boots before we get going. Cannot repair while in the dark. Of course not. Could get cured leather from these. I think we're going to do that. The only benefit these have is we lose less sprint loss. And that's kind of big, actually. That's a pretty big difference between the work boots and the trail boots. What's better, trail boots or work boots? I actually don't know. Rugged leather hiking boot designed to last for long distance journeys on rocky terrain. Leather upper and heavy rubber sole. Steel-toed work boots, the kind you find on a construction site, tough but not warm. They are clearly warmer than the trail boots. You know what? They weigh a little less. These are more waterproof. And they have a better condition in terms of being able to sprint. I think these are better. Maybe you would disagree. Maybe you think the work boots are better. I'm going to leave the work boots behind, and we're going to wear the decent trail boots. And if you guys are like, no, they were actually much better, you should go back and get the decent work boots. When we come back to Milton, we may pick them up. But for now, I think the trail boots are going to be what's going to keep us going for now. So we're going to keep them. We're going to keep them because it makes it easier for us to travel. Okay. We got a book. We can burn that one. Let's take a look at what else we want to take with us. Have a look in here. Oh, wait. Didn't we leave firewood back here? Hold on. We had a bunch of books, right? Yeah, we had 10 books. That's 5 kilograms of weight, though. Ugh, yikes. What is firewood? So we can start a fire. We start a fire and cook before we leave. So we'll use those books to start a fire. Okay. Bandage, don't need. Cloth, useful, but we can always get cloth later. I'm going to leave it. No, we're going to take 2. So we can start a shelter, just in case we have to. Wow. Take the book. The coal's worth leaving. We'll take the birch bark, useful. Pry bar, leave. Scrap metal. Ooh. You know, I just realized all of our scrap metal is in Mystery Lake. Darn. It's inside the cabin. Did I write that down? I should. 12 scrap metal. This is inside Mystery Lake. What's that called? Camp office. Darn. Okay. That changes our plans. We're going back to Mystery Lake. That changes plans. We're gonna look for a hammer inside Mystery Lake. Because we need that. Well, I mean, we could always find more scrap metal somewhere else, but like we've already collected so much of it there. It's kind of useful for us to take. Okay, we'll take the scrap metal. The pry bar. We could just harvest this for scrap metal right now. Arguably, let's do that. Actions. Harvest. 30 minutes. That makes it daytime too. Okay. Sewing kit. We'll take those. We're gonna leave the coal. Sticks, we could leave. Charcoal, bandage, we'll leave it. Okay. We don't want to be too encumbered for the climb. We are carrying a bunch of books though, so that's fire. Alright. Now it's for food. Jeez. Open the fridge. How much water are we carrying? 2.3 liters. This dog food is worth taking. Granola bar? Absolutely. They weigh very little. Potato? Could cook. Peaches could cook. Beans could cook. All this food is good. Like, I don't want to leave any of it behind. Sardines. Darn. The cooking oil. Carrots, light. We're just going to take the light food. Everything else we're going to leave behind. Potato. Yeah. We're going to leave the cooking oil behind. We're going to eat out of this what we can to stay full. So we're going to eat the canned dog food right now, which is low condition. Let's take a look at our low condition food here. This is low condition. Let's eat this. Are we going to leave the flour and the cooking oil behind? Maybe. We might be able to take it with us, but... we'll eat the pork and beans. We're not warming it up. We're gonna be full before we leave. We're leaving in the morning. Let's eat more dog food. So the one benefit is that we'll probably get the well-fed bonus soon enough, but you have to do it for 3 days straight, I believe, to get that buff. But that does mean we'll be able to carry more. Okay, we ate the dog food, and we still have a little bit left in our inventory. We could probably just take this with us. By the time we get to... We're taking all the food. We're just gonna take it all. Okay. Cooking pots, we have ours in our inventory. Yep, we have these two. Cooking the potato is actually pretty useful because there's no There's no way to eat it without. But it is daylight. How many torches? We got 5. We should be able to get going. All right, we're headed back to Mystery Lake. Why? Because we need our scrap metals there, and we need to find a hammer. And that is the most likely place where we'll find a hammer, and we haven't explored much of Mystery Lake yet, so. Off on our new adventure. And, knock on wood. Let's hopefully get there safely. Let's get there. Let's get there safely. All right. Thank you, Milton, for getting us stocked up on food. And though we did not find a heavy hammer, we found a short resting place. We did not leave any food behind in Milton, so good to know. There's some water back there, but that's it. So if we come back this way, we'll have to survive on meat. And or cattail. Now, on the way here, I remember when I went to the prison bus, sometimes I would find a useful item there. I want to check the prison bus before we leave, because there is a possibility that a hammer could spawn there. I don't know for sure, but I feel like there actually might be one. I just have a feeling that it's a possible spawn location. No guarantee, but I can't leave without checking. So we're gonna go there first. Darmagen! Alright, sticks. We want to start picking these up now. We'll use those books for the next fire, but so will we'll use those sticks as well. We're gonna need a fire pretty soon here because we did not get a lot of torches in our inventory. I think it was a wise decision to take the trail boots. Just because it doesn't bog us down as much in terms of speed. And that usually happens often enough. Because we're carrying like 15 torches at once. There's a wolf there. Hopefully we can bypass this wolf without him noticing us. There can be a lot of wolves near this gas station. Like, I think there's like 1 or 2 more up there, so hopefully we can avoid them if well possible. Check this collapsed tunnel here, and maybe we find a hammer. Maybe we get lucky. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have scrapped that pry bar. Reason being is because you can't repair pry bars, and you can only find them. I would imagine, though, like, if you explored most of the world, the pry bars eventually don't become as useful anymore because you probably pried open most of the containers that needed to be pried open. But even still, I think next time I'm going to try to remember not to do that. We're going to start a little campfire here because it's pretty much out of the cover of the wind before we keep going. I think we can go up right here, maybe. Just to stay warm. Hammer? Any hammer? No, Frontier Shooting Guide. Well, if we'll take it, we'll burn it. Use a little fire right here. Okay, torch, book. We're gonna burn Wilderness Kitchen, 100%. At least we can start the fire. We're getting somewhere. Okay, I think the plan is to get either back... We're gonna try to get back to the camp office today. In Mystery Lake. I think that's the plan. That is the plan. Frontier Shooting Guide, where are you? At that. Yes, confirm. Okay, we've got books. Plenty of books. Burn those. We're going to cook. Make sure we take our cooking pot because we left everything else behind. Cook our potato. It's going to take an hour. Ooh. Well, at least we're going to warm up. Add some more books. And we're going to cook peaches. Yeah, warm those up. Potatoes should stay hot in our inventory for a little while too. Eat these now. Great. Pick up our skillet. Do we have anything in our flask? Probably do. Barisha tea. We're going to drop that, heat it up. Put it back in our flask. Okay. Where's our flask? Transfer the tea. Have a cup of coffee, which is nice. How many torches? We got 3. We're going to start taking a few of these. 5 torches? Probably all we need. Let's go with 7 this time. I think that should be enough to get down the rope. I think that should be enough. 7 or 8. Okay, that's 7. We'll go 8. We'll go with 8. Try to start measuring our torches between our next campfire. I didn't mean to eat that potato just now, but okay, oh well. Alright, sprain risk. But I think we're still flying under the radar in terms of food or weight, so we should be okay. Should be okay. Now there can be wolves over here, so hopefully we can stay out in protection of the wind. Keep our torch going. We do have a marine flare, but I don't want to use it unless, you know, we absolutely have to. Hopefully, if we stay out of the wind, we can keep our torches going. That would be kind of it. Kind of sucked to lose that because it's our only flare. Flares, usually flares have been coming by in Interloper like very often, but lately in this run, I've just found like none, only the one. So, we gotta try to be. It's an emergency flare only. Try to be conservative. Okay, usually a wolf here. Sticks are nice. Very useful. I think I've checked that truck before. Pretty sure we did. I don't see a wolf. Yeah, I hear him. Swap the torch out quick. Please, lights. Thank you. Okay, we probably have to scare him off. Can we skirt around him up here? I don't think we can. No. Okay. Maybe he... Hey! Where? Oh, he's right there. Okay. God dang it. Okay, try to get to him in the wind here and then scare him off. Okay, come on, leave. This way he has to run in the opposite direction. Well, no. Of course he runs towards where we have to go. Thanks, wolf. Hypothermia risk already. Jeez, we need another fire. It's that cold out right now, hey? We're going to drink the tea then immediately. I thought we would have stayed warm with that potato, but that didn't work. Not for long. Okay. Warm for now. We need another fire before we do the rope climb. Wolf went this way, unfortunately. But there's tons of acorn trees here. I think it would be worth grabbing a few acorns before we get going. Okay. Doesn't take long, and this is food. It's pretty light, too. Nice. Couple sticks. We're almost at this little picnic office here. A ranger's cabin, or ranger's office. Okay, could start a little fire in here. Might not be a bad idea. Useful to sleep before the climb. Can't shut the door, but I've been told animals don't come in here. But you know what I could do? I could just because I don't know for sure, I could just take this crate and just put this at the front door to block the path. So maybe they won't come in. Now I feel a little bit more, a little safer. I don't know if that's really gonna work, but it might. Okay, start a fire, warm up, cook a little bit more tea, maybe sleep for a bit to get some energy back before the climb. It should be okay. Should be okay. Alright, fire started. Run out of books. Some sticks. 2 hours should be good enough. Maybe 3. Sleep. I'm gonna put this torch out. And gonna take a look at our inventory. Wrap that one to a stick. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's crossing my mind that going back to Mystery Lake is actually a pretty good idea because we do have those hides back there, and we could craft those into deerskin pants or boots, which is pretty useful for us because it's going to start getting a little colder out here. Okay, put that away. What do we want to actually add to the fire? We're going to place a cooking skillet and cook some bannock. That would take a little while. We cook the peaches. Let's heat up the peaches here. We eat the peaches. I'm gonna cook the cup of coffee and put that inside of the flask. That'll stay warm for a little while. I pick up our cooking skillet. It's 2 hours on the fire. Let's add a bit more fuel. We're gonna sleep for 2 hours. Just so we get some energy restored for the climb. Sounds like it's blizzarding outside, which is bad. It's pretty windy. Should be able to make the climb though. It's gonna be cold, but let's make sure we heat up that coffee and actually let's place the coffee. Okay, put that back in the flask. Let's cook a cup of tea. We'll do prepared birch bark, reishi mushrooms. How many do we got here? Let's take a quick look in our inventory. I think we have tons of mushrooms, and we'll do mushrooms. Very windy, dangerous time to climb. There's a cave down below which we can end up sleeping in, so it's not that far. While we wait for that, we're going to map. Milton Park. Wow, that picked up a big area. Okay, nice. We're gonna drink the tea right now to stay warm. We're gonna pick up our skillet and we're gonna make way for the rope climb. There we go. Got the torch. Shouldn't need to light it. Leave safe house customization. Shouldn't need to light it if we get lucky here. Looks like some squirrels have been scavenging for the acorns as well, not just us. That's actually that. You know, now that I think about it, that's one animal I haven't seen in this game is squirrels. That would be a nice welcome sight. I like squirrels. I wouldn't want to eat squirrel, but I do like squirrels. Okay, usually I don't see wildlife on the edge of the rope climb here, so I think we're okay. Okay. Mystery Lake or Forlorn Muskeg. It looks like Mystery Lake's the plan. It doesn't necessarily mean we'll find the hammer out there, but we won't know unless we look. Okay, let's get to climbing. Looks like we got a torch down there we can get a stick from. Collect that on our way. I think we should be able to make the second climb here relatively easily, and just power through into the next cave transition, which I would like to do instead of waiting here. I don't think we'll need to sleep or rest. We should be okay. So we're gonna power through. Peaceful right now. Start collecting sticks too. The good news is that we are bringing a significant amount of food back to Mystery Lake, so that should buy us some time for looking around. But we also have like 40 cattails still too. Like, we're not hurting for food right now. And look, even more mushrooms. We found so much food this run, it's actually pretty insane. Obviously not till like mid-run, but no complaints. Question is, can we keep it going? We hear a wolf in the distance. There's the rope climb we need. Wouldn't mind taking map again, but I would like to climb the rope first before we do that. We're warm enough and it's not super cold right now, so we should be able to do that and get away with it. without getting punished too much for it. Okay, there's another acorn, a couple acorn trees out there. I'm not like over the moon about making coffee with acorns. We already have a tin of coffee we're carrying with us, so doing okay. Honestly, like, I don't want to get overconfident here. So, no, we're not going to get overconfident. I was thinking, hey, maybe we should make it out to the far territories, but... too encumbered to climb. Oh, speaking of overconfidence, what do we got to drop here? We need to drop a pound of weight, and... what weighs the most? Mostly the water. Could drop the water right here. Sticks. Flour. Let's drop a liter of water. Drink some first. Can we eat some food? Probably can. We need a little food. Eat the peaches. I didn't weigh much. What else can we eat? Eat the potato. Doesn't weigh that much. What weighs the most? Dog food. That's 500 calories. We'll eat the sardines because they're pretty suspicious. Okay, we're full of sardines. Okay. That really did very little. We're just gonna drop a liter of water. Wait, drop... yeah, we're gonna drop a liter of water. Should be able to climb now. Maybe become encumbered while on the climb because we're losing so much energy. This is still a pretty taxing climb right here, but thankfully this is the only other rope we need to climb that I can recall anyway. Before we get back to Mystery Lake. Okay, great, we made it up here. So I want to come over to this ledge and do a little mapping. And hopefully we stay warm. The cave transition is not too far. If we have to put on a sudden fireplace, we should be okay. Not fireplace, but campfire. Great, look at that. Climb, climb, cave. Great. We're starting to map the region. Now we're all charcoal. We need to get more charcoal. There should be a fire up here, though. We might be able to grab a little bit more. It's moments like this where you can really enjoy the game. It's very peaceful. Like, especially in areas where, you know, there's less wildlife. Or there's only going to be deer. This transition here is pretty peaceful. Never had to worry. No bears, no cougar, no wolves. In this climbing area. Oh, wow, I almost fell. I should be paying more attention. That could have just ended the run right there. Wow. Not paying attention. Okay. Hey, nice. Torch. Waterfall here. I believe we had a campfire here when we came through here the first time. We used it to warm up. It was right by the waterfall here, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. Maybe I am. Did we have a fireplace here? No, we didn't. Okay, never mind. I thought we did. That's fine. We could map right here too. We've got the time. Let's do it. So far, no big deal. Okay. We've just mapped the transition to Mystery Lake. That's good news. Fortunately, no more full charcoal right now to do any more mapping, so we need to collect a bit more. I think we left some at the Trapper's Homestead. And it's nice not to need tinder anymore. It's really great. It looks like we'll make it to Trapper's Homestead before dusk. Should be able to make it there safely as well. Pick up some of our torches we left on the way for firewood, which is nice. That is the one thing that is kind of beneficial about backtracking. If you're torch chaining, you can occasionally just find sticks along the way from old torches that you can have burned out. Okay, so we're here. Now, I'm curious, does this overlook part of the town? What view is this of? Oh, it is. Wait, is it? What's that down there? That's a train crash. I don't remember ever being down there before. What's down there? Can I get over there? I mean, I don't think I can goat right here. Maybe I can. Oh, hold on. I can. Nope. I cannot. Okay, you can't goat here. I wish I could take map. I could chart map right here, but I don't think we can. Alright, we continue. In leaving Milton region, back to Mystery Lake. Maybe we get lucky and more coal has spawned inside this cave in the meantime. It wouldn't be a bad idea for us to either use the lantern or the torch. Let's use the lantern. Save a match. I don't think it's a particularly long transition cave. I think it's pretty short, if I remember correctly. It's a branch. Actually, might not even really need the lantern. It's pretty easy to see for now. I think we go this way. I might miss on coal without having the lantern on, but this way we're saving resources, so always a good idea to do that when you can in this game. So I recorded not an episode. Well, yeah, I guess it was an episode. I recorded a complete playthrough of Superliminal, and I had a ton of fun making it. I think it's going to be a 2-hour episode when it's finished. You might see it today after I posted this video. I think that's when I plan to release it. I have a little bit more editing work to do because I need to adjust the volume. But I had a blast with it. And if you like puzzle games, you might enjoy it. I had a lot of fun making it. Okay. Do we need a fire? Not really. I think we're okay. We'll keep going. It's not going to be a series or anything. The game is actually quite short. It's only a 2 or 3 hour game. And I think I finished the game in 2 hours, but yeah, it's just fun. I like doing one-shots of games occasionally when I can. And it felt like a good game for the channel. I had fun with it. I still have the Mine Mobile series going on, but kind of getting towards the end of it too, so I'll have to figure out what to do next after that. Okay, we are back in Mystery Lake. We made it. Somehow we are alive. Somehow. And we have much to explore. We have not completely explored this region before. And it's blizzarding out, so it looks like we will be staying inside of Trapper's Homestead for the evening for sure. Now, before we get inside, let's see, is there any sticks out here we can grab to keep a fire going? Not really. Some beard lichen. That looks like a branch. Oh, there's one stick. Okay, it was worth it after all. Ooh, a couple sticks. It was worth it after all. Okay, good enough. Good enough for a little fire. In we go. And we are back. Back to our our new base region. Okay, great. And we got a crafting bench. Look at this. Can we craft anything right now? Books. That's super useful. Simple arrow. Arrow shaft, arrowhead, crow feather. Cured birch sapling. Bearskin bedroll. Okay. Well. We got a bit more charcoal. How much did we get? 4. Perfect. Nope. Nope. Wait. Did we get charcoal? I thought we got... How much charcoal do we have? Okay, don't matter. Alright. We're here. We're safe. We're alive. After almost getting attacked and eaten by a wolf in Milton. Which was not on my menu of to-do list things to do today. Okay. 2 more sticks. We're good. Did we end up taking too many sticks? We probably did. We did. We got a lot more torches than we needed. But that's okay. Okay. We got a couple sewing kits. What did we leave behind here? Accelerant, a book. Enough to start a fire. Ooh, lots of coal. That's good news. And, oh, we left the scrap metal here. I gotta write that down. Scrap metal was not at the Mystery Lake Camp Office. It was in ML Rapper's Homestead. Okay, we're gonna update our notes here because this is important. We have 4 hide, 5 gut, mystery lake, dam. Okay. Mountain rope, ravine to Bleak Inlet. Don't really need to worry. Okay, this is kind of useful information if we want to decide to go to Bleak Inlet. I don't plan to go to Bleak Inlet anytime soon. At least not until we are far better geared, and we currently are not. 1 gut at Pleasant Valley Cave, east side of map. I almost argue like leaving this one because I don't think we're going to. PV, we'll just do PV. PV, cave. East. 1 gut. PV cave east. Mountain rope. 1 rope. Ravine RV. Train crash. All right, that makes it a little bit easier to read. Okay, now we know where that stuff is. More important stuff is down here. Goals, deerskin boots, 1 more gut. We don't need 1 more gut, we have enough gut for that. Heavy hammer. Forge. Okay, done. Notes are taken. Okay. What are we gonna do? Well, we got a little daylight. We're probably gonna be spending the night here, so not a bad time to read. Do we need to do anything else? Did we leave food here? I don't think we did. Hey, we got a wilderness kitchen book. Arguable that we should read this first, because we get a better cooking skill. And it doesn't take as long. So maybe we'll do some reading of this wilderness kitchen book first. Yeah, look, we're almost at cooking skill level 4. Let's do it. Do we have enough energy? Yeah. Got plenty of food and water. We should have enough energy to get at least maybe 3 hours on this book. Let's try it. I don't know, it might get too late, but we might get it. Might get it. Nice, we did. Okay, 2 hours left. Can we get away with those 2 hours? I doubt it. Let's try it. Might get away with it. Actually, no. Okay, we only have an hour left. That's fine. It's too dark to read. It's okay. We almost got away with it. We have enough energy. We could just start a fire and read it, but we could just do it in the morning when we're finished. All right, we got 1 charcoal. Doing okay. Doing okay. So, plenty of food. Don't need to take all of it with us, but we could take it back to the camp office if we want to. Need to find the hammer. We need to find a hammer. We need water. So we're gonna need to cook. We need to cook. We need to cook. Should be able to just do it in the morning though. Should be able to sleep here. Just drink the water we have in our inventory. Cook some water. We had so much back at Mountain Town, but due to our limited carrying capacity, we were not able to bring it with us, unfortunately. Before we go to bed, let's prepare. Get some mushrooms. Get some acorns. 15 minutes, it's an hour. Jeepers. Okay. And we're good. We're good. Drink a little water. What's left of our water? And we shall sleep for 8 hours? 8 hours should be good. Let's go 10. Get as much energy as possible for the morning. We well rested. Nighttime, daytime. Okay, it's morning. And we need water, so we're going to start a little campfire. Get some water. ASAP. Got 2 burners here. How much firewood do we got? Let's take a look at our firewood situation. We have 4 coal. We had a lot of coal in the inside of the locker there. Actually, we should write that down. 12 scrap metal. 12 scrap. 10 coal. Is it 10 coal? I think it's 10 coal. Yeah, like 12 coal. We have enough wood to start a fire and keep it going for a little while with all these sticks. And plus we can just break down some some of these crates here. 15 minutes, let's break that down. Get a little reclaimed wood for this fire. Okay, we're losing condition. Why? Cabin fever risk. You've been indoors so long, you're starting to feel very uneasy. Spend some time outdoors before it gets worse. Okay, if I spend time outdoors, I do not want cabin fever. What happens if I'm just outside here? Okay, so the reading was actually bad. Did we map here before? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Okay, cabin fever risk, okay. We need water, so we gotta start a fire. Could start a fire outside to get water, but we could just start in here. Hop in and out to get our water. Start fire. Torch, book, 100% chance of success, yes. We'll start the fire, get the fire going to get some water, leave it alone, come back with water on the fire. That should be fine. We should be okay. Come on, fire. Voila. Add fuel. Claimed wood. Add some sticks. 2 hours, 20 minutes should be fine. Get a cooking pot. Let's cook. Nope. We want water. 2 liters. Great. We're going to place the skillet. We're going to cook. Sushi tea? Yes. Going to keep this up. Going to drink this. Stay warm while we're going out of the cabin for the day. Cook water. We gotta come back in an hour, and that little bit of water will be done. And ooh, we have a lot of food on us. Let's put some of this food away. Don't need to keep all of it on hand. Put some of the heaviest stuff away in here. Keep the bannock on us. Everything else is fine. Put the coffee away. We're good. Okay, let's get outside. We need to avoid this cabin fever. Okay, cabin fever is at pretty high risk of... We gotta spend time outside, outdoors. Okay, we gotta look for this hammer. And we're gonna come back. We don't want to venture too far, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some sticks and do a little mapping outside. Hopefully this can avoid the cabin fever. I don't know how much time we have to spend outside. I'm not sure. But get a little fire going. I see some sticks here. And begin mapping this region while it's warm out. Let's do the tin or sardines. Sardines are always the most dangerous of foods. You never know what you're going to get with sardines. Okay. I see some birch bark. Wonderful news. Okay, and a stick. Nice. Oh, hey. Another stick. Okay. Let's hope the weather stays in good condition, because then we can just spend some time outside. Maybe we'll find a cave out here and we can just sleep in a bedroll for a few hours and that'll fix our condition. Hopefully. We might get lucky. You never know. I don't think I've been out this way before. I don't know what to expect out here. Let's get to the top of the hill and see what we find. Spending time outdoors. As long as we pay attention to the cabin fever risk, we should be able to avoid cabin fever in general. Okay, we're at the top of this little hill. I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to map here. We only have 1 piece of charcoal. It's very cold outside. We can't stay out here for long. Okay, we're going to need another torch. Could honestly use more charcoal. Could start a fire just to get charcoal. Might not be a bad idea. So, what do we see? I hear crows. What's that? That looks like a stick. Not seeing any cave yet. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to burn all the water. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we do that, but I don't want to. We also left the cooking pot and the skillet back at Trapper's Homestead, so if we stray too far, we lose our ability to cook with those utensils, and I don't want to lose that. These woods here are very woodsy. I don't want to get lost in the woods. Feels like the 100-acre wood here. Hey! Okay, now this seems like a good idea. Is this a carcass, or is this it's a corpse? Okay, well, we get a few crow feathers, so that's better than nothing. Okay, crow feather. Anything on this guy? Doesn't look like it. That's too bad. Okay, we could head back to the cabin. How's this cabin fever risk looking? We gotta spend a lot more time outdoors, unfortunately. The only downside is that we need a cave to be able to spend time outside outdoors. We need a cave that does not take us indoors. Some sticks are nice. Or just a place that we can stay warm with a fire for a little while. If we get enough sticks, we can get enough like of a fire going. I mean, we have some coal too. We could burn a fire for a little while outside, but you know, in the cover of wind, but it just wouldn't be that safe because there's wildlife and such. Cave is a little safer. Doing basically one giant circle outside of the trapper's homestead here. Affliction, hypothermia risk. Okay, we should warm up. Don't want to get hypothermia. I definitely don't want cabin fever. That would just be really annoying if we got that right now. So we basically need to sleep outside for an evening. Need to make sure that we get some water. Okay, there goes the last of our water. Do we have coffee? I think we do. Don't need to use it right now, though. It'd be better if we didn't. Okay. Well, we are spending time outside. Just not enough time. Oh, but you know what? There is that little hut outside by the trapper's homestead, which would provide cover from wind. And if we had a fire going out there, we'd probably be fine if we slept there. Now that I think about it, that could work. Okay, I'm kind of lost. Did we? Are we going the right way? That building doesn't look familiar. I'm confused. Okay, we've checked this corpse before. Okay, yeah, I think we go this way. And Trapper's Homestead should just be over here. Like, that way? I think. This is not the building I was referring to. Okay, we're thirsty. We really need to get that water. Deadfall area. Some mushrooms are always welcome. Won't say no. Okay. Let's get back to the Trapper's Homestead. We're getting thirsty. And that water should be done. And it might actually be boiled by now. Boiled over. So we're going to try to hustle back there quickly. Yeah, okay, there's the train tracks. Wind's picking up. We're pretty cold. How much time? Hypothermia, we're okay for now. Cabin risk. Almost gone. I think if we spent 4 hours outside sleeping, we'd be okay. Looks like our torch might go out though. Unfortunately. Wow, yep. Very cold now. We are hungry, thirsty, and cold. And we need to spend time outside, otherwise we'll get cabin fever. What kind of animal is that? What kind of animal is that? What kind of animal are you? Are you a deer? Please be a deer. Deer, 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 deer. You're a deer. Okay, thank God. I couldn't tell. Okay, Trapper's Homestead should just be up here. Man, we actually went pretty far. I didn't think we left that far, that much of a distance. Jeepers. Should just be around the corner here. Yeah, it is. Okay, great. Oh, okay, it's just a deer. Just a deer. Oh, there's a wolf there, though. Ooh. Not good. Okay, we're gonna go the long way. Don't want to have to use the flare. It'd be bad. We're gonna go straight for the Trapper's Homestead. Get hydrated. Get back outside. Set up a fire inside that barn over there. that worn down barn. And either do some reading or some sleeping while we wait off the risk of cabin fever. We got tons of sticks here, so it's good news. We're almost back. So was that giant circle worth it? Not really. I mean, we got some sticks, and we learned that there isn't much out there. We'll have to travel farther from Trapper's Homestead to be able to find where a potential hammer spawn could be. Rats. Okay, get inside quick, grab the water, and get out of here. Yeah, this boiled over, unfortunately. That did not. We're gonna pick those up. Or take one torch, get out of here. It's only 2 liters. We'll cook the rest on the fire while we warm up. Let's get over there. Hopefully our torch doesn't go out before we get there. It might. Looks like it's going to. We'll have to use a match. It burned out. Okay, but good news is this should protect us from the wind. I think. Let's see. Can we get a fire in here? Yeah, we can. Great. Stick, accelerant, start a fire. Ah, I should have used the torch. Hopefully that works and we didn't burn out an extra match. Hopefully. Getting a magnifying glass would be really nice right now. We could totally use one of those. That'd be awesome. Okay. Put this away. Add some sticks. 2 hours. 3 hours. It's 4. Okay. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to cook water. Get a lot of it, because we don't have much. Okay, great. And we're warming up. What we can also do is eat a little food. So let's take a look at our food situation here. We can use bannock. Bannock would probably be a bit... Oh, wait. How do we... Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of water. We'll eat the potato. That weighs a bit more than everything else. And we should start cooking bannock so we can lose some weight here. Carrots are pretty good condition. We'll eat a carrot. Eat a carrot. Eat a granola bar. This is low condition. Great. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this opportunity to finish reading our cooking book to achieve cooking skill level 4. Wow. That is a hell of a blizzard. Okay, we got enough firewood to get between here and Homestead. We almost got rid of the cabin fever risk, which is good news. Okay, do we need to cook anything else? We should cook some bannock, but... Ooh, roasted pie. Potable water, cooking oil. Yeah, let's cook it. It's nice. Roasted pie. Okay, 58 minutes, non-potable water is almost done. Let's take a look. Wow, prepared acorns, large portion. Oh, we can cook coffee with this. Takes 1 minute. Okay, we just gotta collect them all together. Great. Prepared birch bark. We'll do it. We could use some birch bark tea actually right now to restore condition. I think we just got rid of our cabin fever risk. Our risk of cabin fever seems to be gone. That is wonderful news. We got potable water. We could cook prepared acorns, large portion. Eat them as a snack, hammer them. Could cook. Let's leave it for... Yeah, let's cook it. Nah, we could use more water. Let's cook water. Alright. So, our cooking skill book, or our cooking skill... Oh, we haven't got level 4 yet. We're almost there. Okay, we can start reading some other books here. That's an hour, but I might burn the roasted pie. High chance of burning that, so we're gonna wait. Prepare some reishi mushrooms while we wait. Okay. We're in good shape. Doing okay. We should take a look at our clothes. We haven't looked at them in a while. Everything is in pretty good condition, though we will need to start repairing things soon. Could repair these. Doing okay, actually. I'm impressed. Excuse me. Pick up a coffee. Yeah, let's wait for our roasted pie. We're gonna grab this and we're gonna cook some water. And we're gonna eat a little bit. Which will give us a headache, unfortunately. But we should be able to... Can we read with a headache? I'm curious. For 1 hour. Ah, we healed our headache by reading. Great. Oh, the campfire! Whoops. Did it get burned out from the wind? Yeah, I wouldn't think it would have. I thought it would have been fine. It says wind protection in here. Start fire. Torch, stick. Keep this going, get more water. Spending a bit more time outside, which is fine. And we'll just take all that water back to the trapper's homestead and we know it's there. Add fuel. Stick. And we'll add a piece of coal. Okay. 46 minutes, 22 minutes. That's gonna burn. But that's okay. We'll get another hour on this book. And just get the non-burned water. Oh, didn't burn. We got our water. Okay, great. We'll pick up... we'll make a little bit more water and read for 1 more hour, because we're out here. Use the time wisely. Use the fire wisely. We will have been able to fend off some of that cabin fever. Maybe this also still prevents us from getting cabin fever for a little longer. Potable water. We'll cook a little bit more water. It's almost done. We'll do 1 more hour on the fire. I hear a wolf. Okay. Potable water. Take our cooking pot and our skillet. How many torches we have? We have 3. We'll take a few. We'll get back to the trapper's homestead to sleep the night away. I believe that since we spend enough time outside, sleeping in the trapper's homestead should not give us cabin fever. We should be okay. Okay, well... We did not get a hammer today. But we did make progress. We got more food. We did map a little bit of Milton region. We didn't obtain any new tools, but that food was pretty useful, and well, now we know that we didn't find a hammer there. That's about it. We just got a little food, but that's enough to keep us going for a little while, and we're kind of a little bit more set up in Mystery Lake region now because of that run, which is great news for us, so no complaints here. So let's take a look at our water. We got 10 liters of water on us. We're going to put 8 liters in here, which is great. Got plenty of water, and I think we are okay. Thank you for joining me on this run today. This was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Progress towards the hammer is happening. We can hopefully get it next episode. We're going to look further into Mystery Lake and hope that we find a spawn there. Thank you for joining me. I'll catch you in the next one. Zen out.